Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tyann. And if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, everyone. This is Dr. Tyann, and I am about to do this energetic read. But before I get into the mix, let me tell you that I just got off the phone with my friend. We were just talking about it, and it's so crazy because I was in the middle of recording a video and her call came in and it knocked me off and I lost all of my recording previously. So I am going to reiterate some of the things that I've touched in the video, and I guess it was meant for me to take that call because she confirmed what I was saying in the video. All right, so my cellular phone company went offline, off the grid. When we were asleep, they were updating the lines to 5G. Now, I ended up making my son 10 minutes late for work because he texted me and I didn't receive the text, but I automatically wake up anyway around a certain time. And so I was able to at least get him to work, but my phone was not working. I was trying to call to order some food and I could not order any food because it kept on saying that I had no mobile data service. Now, I talked to my baby this morning and I'm like, it had to have went off after I got off the video call with him, which was truly amazing. Oh my God, I'll tell you guys about that conversation, and you know, it just ties into this reading. It's just perfectly tied into this reading. But anyway, they are really upgrading the lines outside to 5G while we're sleeping, while we're in our homes. My friend called me as I was recording this video to get it out to you guys. She was like, girl, I've been trying to get a hold of you, God sign, since this morning, and I haven't been able to dial you. And I wanted to tell you that I forgot that I fell asleep on you and da-da-da-da. It was okay. But she was like, and girl, I couldn't dial out. And I was wanting to take my phone to the cell phone store. I said, girl, what cell phone store you gonna go to? Because they're all closed because it's a non-essential business. She was like, I don't like what they're doing. I don't like what they're doing. I said, I know. You know? She was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and get some shungite. And I'm going to order some shungite too for my cell phone to block the 5G. Because even though I'm not on a 5G frequency, I'm still on the network and they're upgrading the network to 5G. And I just want to pass this along to everyone. You should get a shungite EMF protector for your phone. Okay? And this is not to promote fear or anything like that, you guys. This is about being smart. This is about having common sense. And this is about being wise. And I don't know why I didn't get one of these a long time ago, because I was a part of a secret society. And that's the number one thing that they told us when we joined to get for our phones. I had one a long time ago and I ended up losing it. But I just ordered one off of Amazon. Anyway, just wanted to share that tidbit with you. I'm going to go ahead and spray some of my Michael, the Archangel spray. I'm at my office, so I have Michael spray instead of the Kit Karma Ass spray. I got my Kit Karma Ass spray for at home. And then I got Michael Archangel here. And that's just to clear out the energy, because they do have cleaners that come here on a daily basis still to clean my office. All right, you guys, let me go ahead and call in some help. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. And I also call upon the highest of the highest of the high, which is Shadhevahe, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future. And so it is. That is so funny. Just talking about Michael the Archangel, and then just got a notification about Archangel Zachiel. Anyway, anyhow. So I'm going to go ahead and tap into this reading. I said I was going to share something with you that I talked to my honey about. He has tattooed on his chest that love should provoke you to be honest in all of your affairs because it is worth it. That is what's on his chest. And I asked him a long time ago what the writing was, but for whatever reason, I think I forgot, because we dated on and off for like the last 3 years. And he just got the tattoo on his chest, I think a year ago. And I asked him, so of course I've slept since then. And so I had updated my WhatsApp status about him being loyal. And, I was thanking him because I was telling him, how priceless it was, and that I updated it. And then my friend, she inboxed me. She was like, girl, ain't no man loyal. I said, well, she said, most men are not loyal. I'm sorry. She didn't say ain't no man loyal. She said, most men are not loyal. I said, well, so let us focus on only those that are. And so I shared with him, I said, baby, I made a status about you, which you didn't get a chance to see yet. And I said, and my friend inboxed me and said, most men are not loyal. And it's no coincidence that I'm asking you about what you have tattooed on your chest, because obviously that means something to you. So why did you get that tattooed on your chest? And he was like telling me the reason why. He was like, I don't feel like if you love somebody that you will be dishonest, because most African men feel, okay, this is coming from him, not me. Most African men feel like in order to keep you, they have to lie to you and not be truthful. And he said, and I feel quite the opposite. I feel like if I love you, that's going to provoke me to be honest to you and always tell you the truth, so we can, dislodge any future agreements or any mishaps, because we're open and we're honest with each other. And the thing that I like about our relationship is that we went through the friend phase into the best friend phase into the relationship phase. So we went through different phases into our relationship. And to be quite honest, he was the first one that woke me up about the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Now, here's the kicker. He didn't know that divine feminine and the divine masculine are twin flames, but he was awakened and he knew about the energy. And so that was sufficient for him where he was on his journey. So when he brought it to me, I only knew that I was a twin flame with my current husband, okay? I knew nothing about divine masculine and divine feminine until I met Tolu. And so I was mesmerized by the ideal, which prompted me to further research about twin flames. And in multiple readings, because I'm like, what is going on? It kept coming back that Tolu is my twin flame. I'm like, man, maybe they're mixed. Maybe my angels are mixing the energy, or maybe I'm mixing the energy. And because I'm so connected to my twin, and that's probably why it keeps coming up that, Tolu's my twin. Well, I've gotten revelation and I've gotten confirmation from source that energy from my twin, my old twin, was replaced with Tolu. Not as a walk-in, but Tolu is coming in 100% as my divine masculine and matching that energy, because Tolu is awakening his autonomy. And one thing that he told me today, and I cried, and I didn't mean to cry on him, but he told me, baby, I set my ego to the side and I wrote a song, and guess what it's about? I said, what, baby? He said, remember you asked me, what do I know about twin flames? That's all you guys, I promise you, all I asked him was, Tolu, what do you know about twin flames, after I did the twin flame reading? I never, ever, and I practice what I preach, I never would tell someone that they are my twin flame. Never, ever, ever. I made that mistake once. I said I would never, ever tell, even if, I do align myself to a twin flame energy, and another twin flame from my oversoul comes in, and oh my God. So he was like, baby, remember you told me you did a reading and you asked me what do I think about twin flames, but you never elaborated. He said something prompted me to write a song, and he started singing it to me in the song in so many words. He was just basically telling me that he is my twin flame, I'm his twin flame, that he will put no one above me. He will always put me first. He will always be loyal. He will always be faithful because I am his other half. We are one. Oh my God, you guys. I told my son, I said, you know what? After I got off the video call with him, I said, now I'm starting to understand God's higher purpose for me in my life. Now I understand why Source Energy told me not to put any labels. Don't call it a twin flame. Don't call it a soulmate. Just be open and ready to receive love. And when I opened myself up and I was ready to receive love, that is when God had brought Tolu back into my life. I remember lighting a twin flame candle. Only my few select friends know that I did this. I did a twin flame ritual so my twin flame can return back to me in my life. I did not write nobody's name on the candle. I just put the intention that Source Energy will align me with my true twin flame. You guys, 2 hours later, after I lit that candle, coupled with what I said, I did the self-love affirmations for 4 days so I can hold my vibration and my intentions on loving myself while I aligned myself to the highest vibration so I can call in my twin flame. Not only did Tolu contact me, he contacted me, he apologized to me for the harm, the hurt, the injury, everything that he took me through. And I forgave him. And I thought that was it. I didn't have like any expectations from him. He said he was sorry. I forgave him. This man, 4 hours later, told me he had to ask me a question and he wanted to video call me. And I said, I'm at work, so he couldn't video call me. So what he did instead is sent the video and proposed to me and asked me to marry him. You guys, love is so true. Love is so amazing. Love reigns supreme as king. And that is why I felt like I deemed it necessary to share my experience with all of you. I am learning as I'm on this journey that this is a rabbit hole. I only thought that you had one true original twin, which I found out is very true. However, if your original twin and their free will chooses not to be on this journey and not to be on this path, don't get it twisted. Your mission is going to be accomplished and fulfilled even if that person has to be replaced. Just like with Jesus and his 12 disciples, when he lost his disciples, he replaced the disciples that were lost. Read the Bible. They were replaced. Does it mean that those disciples that were following after him were not his true disciples and that it was some type of fluke? No. In their free will, in Judas Iscariot's free will, he chose to betray Jesus. In your twin flame free will, for those that are choosing to choose karmics over you, they chose the karmics. They basically assassinated themselves just like Judas Iscariot. And so Jesus replaced Judas Iscariot. Some of you are dealing with a divine masculine that is a Judas Iscariot. And so Source will replace that person that is from your same oversoul, which means that they are still part of your soul too, because we all come from the same oversoul from our soul groups. And if they are in a position to step into that energy, they have to, one, have a prerequisite of being awakened. You're not going to have someone that's going to come in that's not ready for the mission. My divine masculine Tolu is ready for this mission, and he reminds me every day of my divinity and my power. and who I am. Like, it's crazy to hear your man tell you what you deserve. You deserve to be happy. You deserve the best. You deserve to think of me and smile and let it catapult you and motivate you to be the best woman that you are when you think about me. You don't need energy that's going to drain you. He even mentioned how he was coaching me and helping me even when I was having problems with my husband. He was right there by my side telling me what I needed to do as a woman. And he even mentioned that today. And it's so ironic how things come back full circle. So here it is. He's the one that introduced me to the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And I'm the one that mentioned about twin flames. And he is so psychic and he is so tapped in, turned on all the way in his God frequency, that not only did it resonate with him, for the very first time in 3 years that I've known him, he's never called me his twin flame until today. And he even sung to me about being his twin flame. So he is in the process of making a song for us and to the world about twin flames. I wanted to share it with you guys because I was so happy. But anyway, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to take this long to get into this reading, but it's going to be well worth the time that you spent listening to my experience and me sharing my story. So here we go. Let's talk about your person. Let's get all up in your business. Let's see what's going on with your divine counterpart. Your divine counterpart is crowning the reading with the Four of Pentacles. With the Four of Pentacles, it's letting me know one or two things, or a combination of both. This person is, first of all, holding on to you. They are, I'm not going to say coveting you, because, you know, you guys belong together. You guys are each other. But I really feel like this person could have strung you along. They had you dangling from a string, okay? So they wanted their cake and eat it too. They also could be having, that's the second part, some type of financial crisis to where they're holding on to money because they have the lack mentality. That's the reason why they held on to you, because in case a certain situation that they were connected to didn't work out, God sign, they had you as a backup plan. Take what resonates. But God surely brought that tower moment for your person. Your person right now is in a tower moment. The whole world collectively, for divine masculines right now that are in separation from their divine feminine, are experiencing this tower. And this tower, what my guides are showing me is the fall of Babylon. Babylon the Great. Not the Babylon the Great in the First Testament. I'm talking about of all religion, of all politics and governments, baby. Oh yeah, it just got deep up in the spiritual realm and in the spiritual community and tarot. Only those that are God's true prophets and seers are the ones that are here. Now, I'm not saying that the other people aren't. I don't know. I can't judge them. I don't know what their situation is. It's none of my business. Okay? I did a video on what I felt. I said my piece, and I, just like the Apostle Paul, I shake my feet off, the dust off my feet, and I keep moving. God sign. So I can only give you what I feel and what I'm channeling at the time. But Babylon the Great has fallen, you guys. False religion, the governments, all of this. So what a lot of our divine counterparts are going through is identity crisis. They're no longer knowing how to identify themselves as far as society is concerned, because there is really technically at this moment no society. Where's society at? Everybody's at home behind closed doors. There's not really a society right now. And so they are being challenged. Their belief system is being challenged because they always, most of them depended on at least the churches, if they can go to church every now and then, so they can feel good for some of the sins and their past deeds. Now they can't even go and confess. Well, they can, because they don't realize that they can always open up and confess the source. And the source is really the only person that can help heal them from being spiritually sick. So the terror moment that they're in is that they took you for granted. They took this union for granted. And for a lot of these divine masculines, they have lost the opportunity to reconcile with you, because a lot of you are already in your mission, and a lot of you are already in alignment for another energy that is a twin flame energy to come in, not a walk-in. Source is being very specific with me right now to let you guys know it is not a walk-in. It is twin flame energy. This is the plot twist. Remember, you guys, I kept telling you, and for those of you that have been following me for a long time, remember I told you guys there was going to be some type of plot twist that Source was going to do for a lot of these unawakened divine masculines? A lot of these unawakened divine masculines have lost their birthright to the kingdom. And in them losing their birthright, with you being a kingdom heir and you being a queen, you need a king. And Source is faithful in fulfilling that promise to you, that prophecy. This is divine prophecy. We are the brides waiting to be adorned. The 144,000 maidens. That's us. We are the ones that are adorned for our king, which is our divine masculine that's in his full autonomy and sovereignty, that's coming in as an emperor, like my baby. He is truly an emperor. Oh, don't let me say, where is my baby? The moment that he gets my message, I don't even get a text. I get a phone call or a video call. I'm here, baby. That is the way it's supposed to be. Twin flame relationships are supposed to be healing. I never knew what that felt like until now. He is so healing to my soul. And when he told me, when he was explaining to me, I said, how do you know that I'm your twin flame? He said, baby, you're just at home. The moment that I met you, I'm not going to lie, I had a friend connection with you. I'm not going to say that I had a love connection with you, because I didn't have that love connection until a month later, after I become more acquainted with you. As I became more acquainted with you, he said, that's when I started to fall deep in love with you. Like he said, it's like I loved you ever since I was a toddler. It's like I loved you ever since I was a baby. That's how deeply in love I am with you. And he said, it's beyond your physical appearance. It's spiritual. That's how I knew. Like, everything that he was saying to me gave me so much confirmation that he was truly indeed my twin. He truly was sent from the divine, and that he truly is in twin flame energy. I heard Dr. Amanda Noel talk about it, and I'm like, no, really? Because she said that she had a twin flame before her current twin flame husband that she's with. I'm like, well, maybe it was a soulmate, or maybe it was like a karmic twin that was just a catalyst or something. She was like, no, you can have more than one twin flame. If your twin flame and their free will decide not to choose you, you get a chance to get another twin flame to replace that energy. And it makes sense, you guys. Why will Source allow you to wait years and years on end on one person if they're never going to come? That is so cruel. That's so unloving. And I'm not going to lie, you guys, I was open to a higher level soulmate. I was open, but now I know why God say, don't put a label on it. Don't say you're open to a higher level soulmate. Tyann, say you're open to love. And when I said I was open to love, I am in union divine counterpart. And it feels so good. I am officially in union. I'm not separated from my twin anymore. My other twin, I left him on to his journey. I wish him the best in his life. And I am with my twin flame. My bona fide 100% twin. Who matches my energy. Who is awakened. Who is on this divine mission with me. And it feels so good. So, there is going to be something that your twin is going to come to you and to reveal to you. Like my baby did today. Surprise the heck out of me. And I really feel like it's going to surprise you. It's going to shed some light, some insight. And the reason why I want to elaborate on what it is because I'm hearing from your angels and your guides that is different from you guys individually than it is collectively. Another God sign, you guys. I can't make this stuff up. So that's the reason why I am not allowed to elaborate or even give different scenarios, because it's too many scenarios to give. There's too many confessions of what Divine Masculine has done wrong that is not a a blanket statement. Is what your guys are saying. It's not a blanket statement that's going to fit for everybody. It's different things that have been done. You personally know what your divine counterpart did to you. They're going to give you insight, and they're going to shed insight as to why they had to do, or why they did, or why they think they had to do what they did. Okay? Take what resonates. But that's going to be coming to you. Now, you have the Queen of Swords in reverse. I'm getting deeper information with this card that they lied or cheated on you. They were very dishonest with you, and so they're going to tell you why they handled you in that manner. Why love did not provoke them to be honest, as my baby has tattooed on his chest. I'm getting some scenarios now. They're coming to me in a download. A lot of it has to do with the way that they were raised. They didn't know any better, but at the same time, they only knew what was in front of them, and so that's what they used. They used love as a means of manipulation instead of a means to motivate them for spiritual and emotional growth. So they use the words, I love you, as a weapon against you. A lot of them were afraid of love. And then here you come along in all of your glory and all of your power. You were like the only woman on the face of this earth, or man, take what resonates, because we are speaking about energy and not sexual orientation here. You were the only person that was able to make them vulnerable and susceptible to love. They put up a shield. They put up a shield around their heart, and they guarded and they protected themselves from love. Because in some of their past lives, and even in this current life, they were hurt by other people in the name of love. So they didn't want what happened to them to happen again from you. And they felt like if anybody had the power to do it, it would be you, even the more so. So a lot of them are going to come forward and they're going to tell you this. A lot of them looked up to you as a mother figure. Take what resonates. A lot of them felt like you were very nurturing, that you were very calming, but they were so used to the drama that they dealt with, there's some people that have like behavioral disorders. And I really feel like your person had a slight behavioral problem. And because of that, when they seen you come in with this energy, because that energy was not exposed to them as a child. Like, some of their mothers didn't even give them the love and affection that most children deserve, like kisses and hugs and I love you. And so when you came with the I love you, the kisses, the hugs, the nourishment, they didn't know how to receive it. You see what I'm saying? It's almost equivalent to giving a cat a bath. Most of you cat owners know exactly what I'm talking about. Cats don't like baths because it's not in their nature to take baths. They lick themselves clean. You see what I'm saying? And so it was out of this person's nature to receive something that they're not used to receiving. Next, we have the Two of Wands. Okay, so this is about missed opportunities. This is about the future. And your person basically planning for the future, but not being prepared for the future. Does that make sense? Like, they're playing in their head how they're going to approach you, what they're going to do exactly when they approach you, but they haven't done the inner work yet in order for that to manifest. They still are working on their inner person and their inner selves, but yet and still they're playing out in their mind how this relationship dynamic is going to be. But they haven't even let go of their third parties. They haven't even let go of the karmic yet. So it's kind of like your person right now is putting the cart before the horse instead of the other way around. They still got irons in the fire. They still got some loose ends that they need to tie up, but yet and still, they still planning on how they're going to approach you, but they don't even got their stuff together to even walk on solid grounds to even come near you. Okay? You got the Page of Wands. Your person, since they know that they're not ready, they are taking this time in quarantine right now to study you. This is the reason why a lot of them are stalking you on social media, checking your pages out. Okay, take what resonates. For those of you that are not on social media right now, because I feel like there's a large group of feminists that are not on social medias. The only thing that they're on is YouTube, because YouTube is what? It's educational. You're learning things. So you're on YouTube more than anything. A lot of you are getting more readings. You're getting more insight about your relationship. A lot of you are finding out deeper things and deeper meanings about your relationship and your connection with your twin. Well, while you're doing that, they are going to friends and family and contacting them behind your back and inquiring about you. And for a third group, they're getting psychic readings themselves about your relationship dynamic. But they are inquiring about you in one shape or form, in one way or the other. They are serious about you. Okay? But I really feel like this is going to be a plot twist for you, just like it was for me. It truly, in every sense of the word with me and Tolu, the way that he came back into my life, you guys, it was beyond sweeping me off of my feet. I'm not even going to say he swept me off my feet, because I made him wait a week before I told him yes. So if he swept me off my feet, I would have said yes right then and there. I prayed, I fasted, I did it all, because I wanted to know who he really was to me. Because as a twin flame and as a gatekeeper, I need to know who in the hell I'm letting in my gates. Because I don't work too hard to get to where I am spiritually, to lose it all by not including source and not allowing source to let me know who this person is. Just because he was a past lover doesn't mean that it's meant for us to be together right now. So through many card readings, okay, I don't lost count now how many readings I did, because I just wanted to be sure, more than sure. I kept getting that he was my twin flame. Every single card reading, not one card reading that I did, it did not come out that he was my twin flame. It always said he was my twin flame. And then I did a reading and I cleared the energy on my current husband. It kept saying he was my twin flame. I'm like, God, what's going on? I can't have two twin flames. And God said, who said that? I said, but I thought that you couldn't have two twin flames. And then he gave me the story of Esau and Jacob. Hey, when Esau gave up his birthright, Jacob took over. Same situation. You know, same energy. And I have a sister who is very even advanced than me. And I really don't even give people credit above myself. But when I say she's more advanced than me, she's advanced more as far as the twin flame journey because she's been on the journey a lot longer. And she works even with Sophia, the Sophia energy. Anyway, long story short, she is the one that told me it's very well possible. And brother of hers, which is a divine masculine, just got a replacement. Not a walk-in, but a twin flame replacement himself because his divine feminine wasn't acting right. She chose a karmic over him. So Source gave him his twin flame match. I said, you know, before I go to the platform, God, I need to be more sure than, like, as sure as I know I was born a woman. God, please, that sure. I need to know that Josh is my twin flame. And Sir said, okay, at your word, he's your twin flame. And it makes so much sense. Like, I kept on asking God, this is cruel and unusual to have to deal with this person, this one person who is stubborn as a mule, who doesn't want to wake up. I don't want that type of person in my life. I love this person. I wish him the best in his life. I wish him all the success in the world, but that's not the type of person I want to be married to. That's not the type of person that I want to be with. That's not what I equate love to. Nothing that I get from this person has any symbolism of love. It's more like hate. Seriously, you guys. I never in my life had any relationship like this. And I never will. Because I know my worth. And it's so crazy when I speak to my fiance now and we talk, he says, baby, you know why I love you? Because you as a woman, you know your worth. I walked away from him when I wasn't getting what I wanted from the relationship without any problems. I learned a lot from my existing twin on how to set boundaries, borders alike for other men that want to be a part of my life. And I suggest that you do the same. Your person is moving out of being always right, like nitpicking and just that one-upmanship, because that's what the King of Swords in reverse is. It means that this person could be very critical, overcritical, very judgmental. I feel like they judged you a lot. Never trying to see the positive in the situation, but always nitpicking and tearing things apart. Your person is also working on listening to their intuition, okay? Because it's in reverse. They're not tapped into their God frequency just yet. With the High Priestess being in reverse, that means they're not listening. And that's the reason why they had this Tower moment. Because they're not listening to divine ordering. They're not listening to what the divine is saying. The divine is talking to them right now. The divine is talking to the divine masculines through means of angels, okay, through dreams. And there are people that are contacting and interacting with your divine masculine that are talking to them about this journey and hinting around to them about this journey, but they're still refusing to see it for what it is. But like I said, the reason why is because in times past, they were heavily inundated in their pleasures. They weren't looking at it from a spiritual perspective or standpoint. They were looking at it from their own human limited thinking and what they wanted it to be, not what it needed to be. But now they're learning in this quarantine to have compassion, to be more compassionate towards you. Okay? They're in their heads about what they should have done, what they could have done, and what they didn't do. And now they're being forced to sit with themselves and Source. And Source is in their ear about you. Now they went from the luxury life, the glam, and the glitz, to now they're sitting alone. They're having to live a simple life so they can expand, so they can grow spiritually. Now they're understanding that it's the simple things in life that matter the most. And now some of them are learning that love is the only thing that is real. Everything else is just a facade. The only thing that is going to carry us through what we're going through worldwide is the vibration of love. And they're now awakening to that. Because at first, they just couldn't see it. But now they're moving into their higher state of consciousness. They're starting to have faith that they're being divinely guided right now. No more questioning who you are. They know that you're beyond a soulmate. Now they're moving into that state of surrender while they're heavily immersed in their emotions, which is what the water represents. All is well, I surrender to my inner guidance. So now they're listening to their inner guiding system, that intuition. And to me, I listen. Instead of that tell lie vision, tell lies. No more lies. Because a lot of them are disconnecting from the television. A lot of them are not even on their cell phones that much anymore. A lot of them are working out their physical bodies. Because at one point in time, they worked so much they didn't have time to work out. Now they're working out all the time because after this lockdown, they're trying to have their body together before they come back to you. Now they're moving out of that lack mentality of not having enoughness to abundance. Because they realize that Source is the means of all of their resources and all of their needs are being met through Source. And it says, all my needs are met above and beyond my greatest expectations. It had to take this. Source had to get the divine masculine's attention. And that's what he did by all means necessary. God told me either our divine masculines are going to do this willingly or they're going to do it by force. A lot of you that have been following me have heard me say this at the beginning of the year. Looked like God had to do it by force. And unfortunately, some of your divine masculines are not going to see this thing for what it truly is. They're not going to see this as the divine giving them a little bit more time to get their shift together. A lot of them are going to ignore this clarion call. They're not going to heed to this call. And they're going to truly miss out on being an heir in the kingdom. It's sad, but it's true. So, divine masculines, for those of you that are listening to this that need to get yourself together in your autonomy and step into your divinity, there is a window that is open. There is a small window of opportunity that is open for you to turn everything around. Because if not, after this window closes, I thought it was going to be by 2024. Remember I said that, you guys? I'm thinking it's going to be a lot sooner than that. I think it's going to be by 2020. And we're living in 2020 now. Time has just sped up. God has sped up the time for this system to end for those anointed ones. We are the anointed ones because there's only so much that we can endure carrying the collective, sending healing light and being a light worker and a healer, healing the world. Come on. There's only so much power that we have in this human body. So, the tides have shifted. We have these new energies. We need to use them for our soul evolution and for the edification of the divine. Edifying the divine's name. Holding the energy for our brothers and sisters for healing globally. I did a twin flame ritual worldwide for healing in the collective because we are the ones that are going to be the forerunners. We are the ones that are going to be in the forefront, and we are the ones that are raising the vibration of humanity across the board. Never give up on your person. Always make sure you're sending them healing, love, and light. Always make sure that you are in your highest vibration. And I want to leave you with one last thing Source said. Always make sure that you forgive this person, whether you're with this person or not. And I have come to the conclusion of this beautiful reading. I'm not going to do an extended version. I think I went over. This is right here, the extended version. All right. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave a love donation if you feel inclined to, or you can purchase a gift from my wish list on Amazon, and it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Namaste.